Hello everyone, welcome back to Right and Down. We've got new elite monsters in the dungeon, and they are proving quite tricky stacked on top of everything else that is part of the problem. Last time we played the brutes, so we're going to move over to the Mechanoid, although I'm anxious to see how the Mechanoid plays with food poisoning involved, but we'll see in a minute. Self-repair, you remove all your altered status and get 3 armor points for each one of them. Let's keep that because we now have the Beholder boss that can give us a bunch. 3 armor points at the start of a level, 2 armor points when you move to any trap card, 6 armor points to a random armor card at the start of each level. Let's go remote control. I will take the extra maximum health. Someone said in my comments that because things are so difficult now, perhaps starting with 3 extra keys might be a bit easier so we have more leverage in the early game, so we'll give that a go. I will take the maximum health from bosses, and let's take the extra experience if we do fight any ancient guardians. But the problem here is going to be, as it loads in so I can show you, we have 10 HP. We are poisoned, so we're going to lose 1 health each turn, and we have fire damage, so we can't heal. So our 10 health is going to become 1 health, which is not ideal. Why don't I have... Oh, of course. I was like, why don't I have a thing that makes me immune to poison? We're not the shaman. That's not how this works at all. Alright then, let's get moving. Do I want to spend... I suppose we just got a key. So, we'll go through here. So we now have 1 HP. But we do have 69 armor to compensate, so... we'll keep that going as best we can. We cannot afford anything yet. I'm imagining we'll go through here. And then a 6 and a 9 fight seems to be about as good as it's going to get. Oh, I should really have thought about trying to get self-repair to pop off immediately while we had all of those problems. I hadn't even considered that. But that would have been a wise thing to do, wouldn't it? Right, let's take that. So we can take the frozen, and it's not going to be as big a deal for us. If we come... let's just do the cache. This pattern is not the easiest pattern to make work every time. By the time we finish this pattern, the freeze is going to be off, so no need to worry about that. You absorb 3 health points from adjacent enemies when you move down. I mean, we don't have heaps of max health, but it seems like it would be helpful. Get frozen for a little while. Back to 15 health, so that's something. Down. Right, down. So we get the 7 new frozen after the previous frozen is wiped out. Here we can start with a down to go for self-repair to get rid of this. Then we have nowhere specific to worry about going. So I think I would rather go to the wasteland because going to the forest is going to be much, much worse for us. Let's take armor and armor and armor, and we'll take burn and wasteland because I don't want to deal with being so poisoned that we die. We cannot afford this. Where are we going to go through here is the big question. Probably want to stack this armor up. We have 4 keys. And if we go through here, we can get one back. Then I'll take the blindness. And if we go right now, we might be able to start with a down here if it's safe to do so. Looks reasonably safe to do so. We have purchased a cursed helmet. You add 2 armor points to all armor cards when you move down if you have 0 armor points. That'll probably come in quite handy when we get to really limited amounts of armor. It'll keep us in like a refreshing loop over time. Again, we could use a key and then gain a key. And if we do that... Oh no, we're one short of going right and then down through the self-repair, but it's not the end of the world. What is this one doing? You get 2 armor points when you move to any trap card. Right, get rid of that blindness. Then let's go through this. We cannot afford this bow, but I would still like to not fight this ghoul. That top side seems more dangerous than I would like. Let's get 6 armor through here. Deal with this spawn. I think we start on about 80 armor. Oh, we got a dead dragon boss. Inflicts 12 damage points. Each enemy you kill in this level raises dead dragon's damage by 5. Well, we're going to have to go through at least one enemy. But then after that, we can double chicane through padlocks and get there without any further fighting. I should have got... This was 6, that was 9, wasn't it? That was just terrible planning on my part. I was about to say, we start on about 80 armor, so if we could maintain anywhere close to 80 armor in general, I'd be pretty happy. So we got 3 max health instead of a boss, we got 2 instead. That has been reported to the devs. That will be fixed in the next update. We have 21 XP. We can afford... You randomly kill 1 enemy if your health points are less than 10. Alright, we'll grab that because we can't grab anything else. Then a void or a forest. I'm going to take the blindness and... You know what? Let's try and take some poison and get to exactly less than 10 health. Don't know if we'll be able to do it, but we can try. Key is lovely. You get 1 health point when you move down. If we're going to try and maintain health less than 10, then I don't want a growth stone. You get 1 armor point after a battle. That will be much better. 17 minus 8 gets us to exactly where we want to be. Except we gained some health moving downwards with Frozen Heart. You absorb 3 health points from adjacent enemies when you move down. So this might not be as easy to maintain as I'd hoped. Do I want to fight you? 12 more poison. Do I? No. So we healed a bit again. We healed a lot. This is not going to go great, I don't think. We're just going to keep absorbing health and thus not being able to make use of Deep Rage very frequently, by the looks of things. We got rid of some poison before getting some new poison. Where are we going to go through here? We can pick up poison twice and then get out fairly freely, but if we take 8 poison and 12 poison, that will be 20. On top of 6 is 26. If we don't heal on the way down, we will definitely die. That seems a little excessive. Let's take 8. Kill them. We got rid of our poison again somehow. I'm clearly not keeping up with all of the variables for trying to make Deep Rage work. So I think it's just going to be a lot safer if I stop trying to make Deep Rage work. You get 2 armor points after a battle if you are on a forest level. I will take a key, an armor, get to campsite. Well, I don't have to be too bitter about Deep Rage, because it's not like I could afford the other 2 things that were on offer at camp. So I want to spend a key for big armor cards. Well, this is 16 armor. This is 5, 10, 15, 17 armor. So really, not that big a deal. We can probably afford to take the poison trap then. If we go Snowland, we might be able to freeze our frozen heart so that we can ride the line of having 10 health, but that seems a bit too optimistic. I'm going to go right and down here and take fire, take burn, and then self-repair immediately. And I'm going to come all the way down so we only have to do 1 fight here. So we are on now 1 armor. That is not quite ideal. Can't afford this anyway, so I'll take a key. Now our health is less than 10, so if we go right, we will kill 1 random enemy. It will be one of these 2, which will then give us a safe path to the exit. Now we have a whole host of other problems. We can go down, and we will get 3 health points from adjacent enemies. Except we can't heal because we are burned. Oh, this is terrible, isn't it? Alright, we can go right and randomly kill 1 enemy, but if it's not this one, we will die. But if we go down here to 13, 6 and 6 is 12, so we definitely can't win this fight. We did not get lucky. Alright, restart me. Let's not try and finesse a terrible plan from the get-go, shall we? Everything is terrible. So many enemies already. Why are there no nice, clean, safe paths? I guess it didn't help that I was blinded, so not being able to see where you go is not going to help. You get 1 gold coin after a battle if you're in a forest level. I mean, I think that will probably pay for itself in time. Take the cash. Will I spend a key? Yes. Get rid of that blindness. 4 armor is better than 3 armor. Simple stuff. Some armor and 2 fights. 1 key and no fights. Would actually be 2 keys. Let's go through this guy. Alright, fine. Small fights. And camp. We are blinded, but we know what camp looks like. Right. We still have a decent amount of armor. This is for forests, so that's no help to us right now. I'm going to go Confusion, Volcano, and then if it's safe to do so, we can go down immediately. Get rid of that burn. Confusion, even. Get rid of the confusion. Kill you. 6, trap. 9. 9, 13, trap. 6, trap. Can't afford this. Take the cash instead. Right down will... I don't know if it will give us any extra armor. I think these things happen simultaneously, so they will. So we'll get 3. 58 plus 3 is 61. Does this take us to 64? Or do I actually want to go this way? Because that just seems a bit safer. Yeah, alright. We'll learn eventually. Gonna take the nice, safe-looking route through here. What did I buy? You randomly kill 1 enemy at the start of each level if you are on a forest. Well, we're getting more and more reason to go to forests. Come down here and just do a fight for 12. Saves us a bunch of keys and everything. And it's not that big a deal because this guy is just going to burn us for 12 turns. But we'll probably be able to wipe out this burn of our own volition at some point soon. Inflicts you 3 damage points. Damage dealt is reduced for each burned point you suffer. Alright then. Let's come across here. We can get another Infernal Lantern, making trips through the forest even easier. Then if we take 7 burn here, fight them, we take even more burn. So this becomes a free fight. And we can do down and right. And then right and down when we get in here would cost us a key. But let's worry about actual skills as a preference. You add 2 armor points to all armor cards, right and down. Your max health is increased by 1 point. You inflict 5 damage points to all enemies if you are poisoned. Currently got quite the preference for forests where poison will exist. However, I'm not sure I want to try and finesse any type of skill that requires us to have a condition when a bunch of times we self-repair out of our conditions anyway. So let's take Reinforced Armor. I think that's going to be good for our build in general. And then if we go right down, we can enter the Wasteland with no ice and no burn. Can't afford a gold bow. So probably go across the top and spend 1 key here, and then get out relatively safely. And we'll do right and down, and right and down, and then this armor card is worth 8. And we'll go right and down, and right and down. And right and down, and this armor card is worth 9. There's going to be a lot of that. I will stop saying it every time, I promise. But we'll start down here with the self-repair to get rid of the last of this blindness. Also, we'll put 2 points onto this armor card as we take it. Cannot afford either of these, as cool as they look. What's our safest way out of here? Let's go through this lock here. Take a coin. Everything's going okay. Don't need to really worry about self-repair here, given that we've only got 2 more blindness. This looks like 7, which will probably be a shopping thing. No, it's a blindness trap. That's not bad either. Key and cash. I'll spend a key here to save 16 armor. Yeah, I think reinforced armor as a spell was the correct choice. Right. We could go all the way down to that bottom row. We would buy a vampiric scepter. Not going to do too much for us when we only have 17 max HP. Same for a life siphon. You get 2 health points after a battle if you're on a forest level. Not going to do too much for us either. So instead, let's come through here and navigate down to these 2 armor cards. Keep us nice and defended. This must be a 5 camp because we didn't fight a boss to get in here. Right, Void and Wasteland, or Void and Snowland even, is not forest, so nothing to worry about there. I will take this armor. And we have 4 keys, 12 cash, and heaps of armor. We'll take Confusion, and then we'll go to the Void, because I would like to fight the boss at the end of the Void, and then get a bunch of armor back from that. So, we are confused. Beverages at the ready. Get ready to drink when I forget we have Confusion. But for now, I'm thinking just this line across here. We have 4 keys. I remember making note of that. Let's go down, down, then across. And we are no longer confused. Right, down here to immediately make these 2 armor cards much better. And I think I'm just going to go via this confusion trap and get out of here. You get 5 health points at the start of each level if you are confused. Not the best piece of clothing to get, but I can't really complain. Now we are confused once again. I sip my beverage. Oh, where do we want to go? Probably along this line quite a lot. You get the gold coin value in health points when you get a gold coin card. Really good for characters with lots of max HP, but not so much for the Mechanoid. Let's go right and down. Remembering we are confused. I will spend a key here. Then would I rather have 3 health, 2 gold? 16, or 16, 2 gold, 5 armor. I'd rather take 7 armor. Thank you. We get health at the start of the level because we are confused, though I think we were at max HP anyway. Let's go across and down. Don't know if we can afford this. You add 1 health point to all potion cards after a battle. We could. Not the best thing for us to have gotten, but it's fine. Rather than taking this 7 armor and then losing 16 or 21, I'm just going to avoid the whole thing entirely. Take some more confusion. You inflict 2 damage points to all enemies after a battle if you are on a void level. I'd love it, but I'm certain we can't afford it. Oh my god, we could. Awesome. So now, when we have battles with everything, everything's just going to get weaker and weaker as we move through stuff. But for now, let's go get this armor. Are we going to come down and have a fight? Or across, get confused and have a fight? Armor, fight, key, second fight. I think I'm going to go across the top end because then we only have to have one fight before the boss. So, Beholder, 8 damage, 8 confusion, 8 poison, 8 burned, 8 frozen, 8 blinded. This is also good because we come into the Beholder on a down action. And then we come right for self-repair. So we just need to do right and down now. Which we will spend a key on. Unless we come down, right, down. We can get it there. That'll be fine. So, down, right. You get 1 gold coins. You inflict 8 damage to all enemies if you are poisoned. I'll take this. This is fine. It gets us 15 armor. If... I don't know if it will. Because we're currently frozen. Oh no, this... Self-repair is a skill that is not affected by frozen. Not an artifact that is impacted by frozen. So we want to go down right now. And we probably got a bunch of armor there, but we couldn't see what the value was before because of the confusion, which is fine. Still no forests, which is fine. Everything's fine. It's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Snowland doesn't help. Volcano doesn't help. 1 point to all potion cards after a battle. 5 health points at the start if you're confused. We could stand to benefit from that slightly. Inflict 8 damage points to all enemies if you are poisoned. Alright, I'll do that. And we will do that. I'm going to go Snowland because we're going to lose... We're going to go down to 2 health here and I'd like to be able to heal that up after we start moving through the level. So we want to go right and down. 2 keys is not the most in the world. Is somewhere else we can do this better? Yes. Go down, right down here. Oh, we ran out of poison. Alright, that's on me. 21, 16, 16 and a key. Do 16 and a key. So now we have no poison at all, and we won't while we are in the frozen area. Right and down gets rid of the last of that frozen. Gives us some more armor. Cross bandages is not great for this character with their low max HP. I do not like the end of this floor though. Right, well we can afford this and I'd rather do that than taking 2 fights of 25. And I'd rather spend a key than take 37 damage. Right, let's look for a safe path. Across the top here and down past the ice trap, perhaps. Just 1 fight and a key. So then we would have 0 keys, and if I can help it, I'd like to kind of maintain 1 key at most occasions, if possible. We could fight this guy. We go right for 16. And down. This would increase in armor points before one of these things gets frozen. Well, was that last run in its entirety? We're not making armor cut. Oh, it's this. I'm dumb. Can't remember what's what anywhere these days. Alright, gonna clearly avoid this top row. I will take this armor. Can't afford either of these, so I'll take the coin. One fight for 25, and we'll get an extra key. Armor is slipping down quite rapidly. Frozen Heart, can't afford it. I will spend that key immediately. And get out of there without going through any more fights. We've got 20 health because we had our Frost Bandage in play. Hither Forest, we finally get to go. We will go via this armor, the fire trap, and then into the forest. So, we get 1 gold coin after a battle, and we kill 2 random enemies right at the beginning. Should make this much easier a trip. I'm gonna fight this guy. And then if we come via this poison trap here, we can do down, right, down. Eliminates all of that. Back to full health and decent on the armor. 2 of these guys die. Love it. Can't afford this. Can't get that via this gold. 3 keys currently. Let's take cash, armor, spend a key. We are not poisoned. Going down doesn't do us any favors. We'll take more gold and more gold. Now we can certainly afford something. You inflict 5 damage points to the enemy before a battle if you are poisoned. I don't mind it. It gives us more incentive to come back to forests given the opportunity to do so. Get some damage in there. Our armor now, though, very much suffering. If we go right and down, we'll do 8 damage to everything, but it seems like a big fight to have just to do that. You get 10 health points after a battle if your health points are less than 10. I mean, might start to be applicable in a minute, but it's not going to be the most helpful thing in the world. Forest Spirit Boss. Inflicts you 25 damage points. Each green tunneler that you kill reduces forest spirit damage by 5 points. So our best route is going to go through these 2 here. We go down, we'll do 8 damage points to everything, which makes this fight safer than this one. Ah, but we got 13 HP, and this guy has 15 attack. Damn! Alright, level 30 is plenty far enough for us to have reached today. Join me next time where we're going to keep going through dungeon level 8 as who are we going to next? The Necromancer is back. But for now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.